Do a logging today. Do YouTube logging. I don't know how these flies coming in. You know what I'm saying? All these flies. They're annoying too. Look at that big ass bird. My nose. Oh my god. Annoying boogers. Hey, they're chilling. I just came outside finally. I like, let me enjoy the day. I think my nose trying to get stuffed though. My allergy trying to kick in. I should have got a burnish though. I didn't think my allergy was gonna bother me today. Should have got a goddamn burnish. Right. That boy be causing my nose be getting stuff. What up, Maurice? What up, Duck? What's going on with y'all today, my boys? What y'all got up? Chilling like a villain. Oh, chilling like a villain, huh? Hell yeah, I feel you. Doing the same thing. I'm chilling like a villain too. Well, I'm doing YouTube logging right now. So I'm chilling like a villain. Where? Oh, where it's chilling. Yeah, I feel you. Right now, my edgy trying to trigger. I don't lie to you. I don't know what's causing my edgy to trigger like that. That probably works. Where are you walking into? Oh, to Granny house. All right, quick, go get some tissue for my nose. Bless you. Thank you, Marvelous. I already go to my granny house and see what they doing. Get some tissue, and then to chill outside with them. Do it like a, you know what I'm saying? Right now I'm doing YouTube logging right now, though. See, do I catch anything crazy? I thought it. I thought. Got some people that's sitting right there. I don't know what they're doing though. Nice day out here. Yeah, I'm just walking around though. Oh man, my nose is trying to. We cooking chicken and rice. Oh, chicken and rice, that's good. Chicken and rice is very good. And we got the dog right there. Hey, what y'all doing? Chilling? Right, I'm just chilling too. I ain't doing nothing. I ready to go to my greenhouse, see what they doing. I ready to go to my greenhouse, see what they doing. My nose trying to get stuff. I got allergies like a man. Huh? Yeah, I'm doing good. I ready to go see what my granny doing right quick, you know. Yeah, you too. I know. I know, man. They clean this boy like that. What you doing, Billy boy? What you doing, Billy? What you doing?
Here. Why you gonna give you something?
What happened? No.
Still walking in without knocking me?
Huh?
Still walking in without knocking? No, like you knocking your door. Looking like your dad. No, they keep that door blocked. I know. Whole road wide.
It's stupid, but my dad ain't.
I go front door. He don't do what I do. That's pudding, chocolate pudding.
Oh,
He don't do
yeah.
it. He's marking keep the door.
I see what y'all was doing, but I ain't doing nothing right now. Yeah. All right, now my nose trying to trigger. Huh?
Right.
Oh. What you been doing, Billy?
Man, you still carrying that big pop? Did you get your pop out of the long time?
Yeah. Billy boy. Yeah, I did.
I think I know my life more than that too.
Oh shit.
Get a call. Tell me.
Big boy.
I know from here.
Yeah, but we got no more. You call tell me.
I took off about that side bubble stuff. And then we went there and go there.
Yeah, my daddy been gone for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, he went to.
I don't know. I think. Oh, he said he went to Kroger's or something.
Who?
Kroger's, but I
Spoke.
yeah, I don't know why he didn't wait till Rome take on tomorrow.
Oh, no. The woman had time for him.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why he didn't wait until tomorrow. Unless did Sean take him?
No. No, Sean.
Oh, okay, so he did walk to Kroger's.
I mean, he can button. Yeah, you know.
Oh, he crazy as hell.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, he had to get that. He had to get your hair done.
Yeah.
For real.
Right. I already know. And you need another fan in here, man.
Yeah.
We do got fans right here.
No, I said he need another one.
Well, I'm gonna try about them. I gotta wait. Well, we gotta see if I'm gonna try.
See what the go back to greed. I hope I do too. I might just have to lay down and sleep it off. I was gonna walk around, but man, my nose is killing me though. I ain't gonna look no cap. You know, the hot air ain't helping it. So I gotta sleep more. Oh, I think I did sleep it. Oh. I feel much better. I just sleep it off. Sleep it off now, I feel good. I be feeling good. But usually that's what I gotta do. I got my edges right here. Gotta let my nose drain out. Let my nose drain out. You know what I'm saying? There you go. There you go right there. This seemed to. This ain't my daddy. This ain't Mr. Past 10, y'all. I see you, my boy. Huh? Granny house? Granny house? Nothing. It's hard to sell in there. It's hard to sell in there.
How was it?
No, it's hard to sell in there.
How was it?
Yeah. Granny, no. They got they shit cooking in there. That fan were helping. Whatever they use. My fans don't help. They
You go
got.
to class?
Oh, I been had it. Granny got me some yogurt stuff. But I'm saying that fan that got them fans ain't really good. Cause that whole house is like hot as shit.
Family dog?
Huh?
What's the family dog?
No, I said Granny got me this.
I know you said family. What thing you talking about?
Granny, I got me some yogurt. I said it's for you or something.
For what?
Yogurt. It's yogurt for you.
Oh, okay, I'll take it.
I don't know, I probably got it from the church. Maybe.
She ain't cooking no tree.
Oh. Oh, wait, then I don't know. Then. All right, I want to help you carry.
They care, baby. They care. I got you. You get this. Yeah, pull your shoulder.
Yeah, let's go put on my shoulder. Put it on my shoulder.
I want.
No, you probably tired carrying it.
You do the menu, the pizza.
Where it is, lay down, dog. Huh?
I'll eat.
Run the hot water in the shower and breathe in the and it works. Oh, okay, Duck, I got you. He said take a hot shower and breathe in it. He said it clears your nose. Yeah, cause my nose trying to get stuff. He said take a hot shower. He said that shit work. I don't do that, Duck. I don't take a hot shower. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, it do work, cause it do open your nose up. It do. All your pores is open. But I think you need to do that. You're right. Definitely need to do that. So I don't do that. I freaking like.
It's pizza.
Well, my nails and shit.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh, my nails just moved. Oh, it's been like that. Okay.
Here I want this pizza and one time I got
I know how tired as hell. I had walking both of them boys. I put you in both. I know how hot shit doing that. Hey, what up? I know you tired as hell. Put you in both of them like that. Oh shit! Oh, he stole your bike.
So then
Damn.
I'm on that thing and go to and steals my ladders and fucking cuts the leg.
Damn.
Oh shit.
I don't wonder why you walking that then.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, I already
At
said.
first I thought you was him because of the way you were walking.
Oh.
I thought you were goatee down there. That's why I was like, what's taking you so long down there? Did you take something you shouldn't have?
I ain't goatee, but it's I wish you had a bike, cause I know that gotta be a sauce in doing
I
that.
seen where he stashed you.
Well, hopefully you get your bike back.
Yeah, if I don't get mine, I'm getting his.
Right. I feel you. Shit. I always say, you take my bike, I just take yours. Right. Hey, right. For real. I hope you get both bikes then.
Yeah.
I already say, cause usually I see her on a bike. Huh?
Huh?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, great house.
I think it's next door. Huh?
I
I don't know.
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't hang out with the people who know that.
Come on, ask me what you want first to know.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a abandoned house, but you can ask them though. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you can't. You have to knock on that door and see can you put your stuff right there. Oh yeah, no, he ain't staying over there. Yeah, nobody don't stay in that abandoned house. Oh, I don't know. He might be in that trailer. I'm not for sure.
Check the gray house.
Yeah, knock on the Greyhound and ask them. Hey, your best bet is ask that gray door next. Ask them next door, the gray house, and ask them if anybody stay in that trailer.
Yeah.
Cause they might be their trailer. Yeah. That might be it might be their trailer sitting. Oh, yeah. Huh? I think it is. I think it is the black dude trailer. What you doing? Why are you leaning like that?
Huh?
Oh, I said, why you leaning like that? It might be that black dude's trailer. You think it's that black dude trailer? Why you walking like that?
I'm walking this way, Michael.
Oh. Oh, nigga, look like you hurt.
I'm not hurt.
It look like your legs hurting.
Oh, it hurt for all that walking done. Shit.
Oh, yeah, nigga, they'll say you walking funny.
I'm gonna find this trouble.
Yeah, nigga, I know. They'll say, yo, your legs sore. You walking funny. I can tell your legs sore because how are you walking? Your legs cramped up. Yeah, I know, but it's like stiff. Your legs kind of stiff. I know, your legs kind of stiff. Hi to you back. What's up, my boy? You gotta stretch them boys out. I mean, you probably just suck it. You suck your legs. The boys should be on so it relax your muscles. And you was carrying his back, so that's part of what made your legs more hurt. Because your leg had to use all that strain. I know, man.
I hold your phone. Hold your phone. Okay, I hold your phone.
I gotta switch arms.
Hold your phone.
Yeah, I had to switch on. Help my man surpass tent with this bag. My nose trying to get stuffed and shit. I ain't had to lay the head, man. Take me a good hot shower.
apartment is different.
That was the apartment the whole time?
Yeah, upstairs and downstairs.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Okay, I should do this. Okay.
You got it.
Yeah, let's put that. Okay. Let's put her go.
Yeah, my notes is trying to run, man. They know. They wasn't doing nothing though, except for sitting in hot ass house. And that house hotter than over at this house inside. I like, man, y'all. I like, oh my god, they cooking in there. Aunt Fan don't ever do nothing.
You want hot air, Michael?
Huh?
You want hot heat?
Hell yeah, it is.
And then put the table, and then get the table off here.
Oh man,
That's
I
what
was using it. I'm using it. No, I'm using it. I said I was using it first, huh? He said getting some hot water. I might do that. Yeah. Get some hot ass water. Look like you putting on some fresh gear. Yeah, probably is. Huh? I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. All right, gotcha. I got you. Because it's just that hot in there too. I got you. I'm gonna do all that. Y'all give me some tips. Take out tips. Take out tips. Gotcha. Gotcha. I'm gonna take them tips. They told me to take time. It's hot, y'all. Oh. That's why I watch a little bit of YouTube. I'm gonna take y'all advice though. I'm gonna get some. I'm put a hot towel over my head and take a hot shower. Later on tonight, and sleep it off like usual, and eat some soup. So it should help me. Huh? Let me put this thing real quick.
No, you got this now pull. Okay. So we now this how did this
Oh, you got to look.
I know, yeah. And sure. Yeah, cool, check on.
You still didn't get my key?
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna get some money first.
Let's keep it right there. Let's keep it right there.
You can't go in. You can't go this way.
You got it? Ooh. I ain't gonna lie, man, when you got some O's, man, that shit stuff kinda make you sleepy at the same time.
Please tell me that they did it. I know. Guys, this game was suggested to me by one of you. It's called The Bournemouth. Now, let's go over this game a little bit. First off, it's basically an extraction horror type shooter, first person of course, but imagine like this, you can go around the map, activate these codes, click these skulls, and when you're doing that, you'll be able to summon a boss, and then you'll be able to defeat it. You basically get a sigil, which will turn you into a demon, and it has a cooldown on it. So, imagine the first person shooter, and then of course you turn to all these different kinds of demons with their own abilities. You can collect enough of these sigils, you can turn into it, and basically have to chase everyone down, or they've got to extract. You can respawn once. It's a little bit interesting, it's quite funny. I've got some rounding up games, and I think you guys would like it. It's kind of mad, kind of crazy. Let's see how it's done. Let's go. Another day. Right. Look, I'm going to say another day, another dollar. Here we are. Hello? Hey man. No, I don't like the physical. We need to get the Solomon ship, Solomon ship, and we go up in Solomon ship.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, I can hear you. Ever felt like you were being watched but didn't see anyone behind you? For these people, cameras revealed their paranoia to be true. This is the creepiest, most terrifying, and outright spine-chilling entities seen behind people. When this girl heard her mother's cries for help, she immediately rushed to the bathroom. The mother kept freaking out while looking at the mirror.
It's my eyes! He look at my eyes! Look at them!
The girl kept trying to reassure her, but then she looked into the mirror. Her mother's reflection had black, demonic eyes. And after that, things became even more frightening. Out of nowhere, a creepy, demonic entity appeared right behind her mother's reflection, and they both started to scream with fear as they ran out. Ghost in window. This TikTok video is from her official channel, and she didn't notice anything out of the ordinary while recording it. But she noticed something terrifying after seeing it later. A ghostly face was peering through the window behind her, and it was looking straight at the camera. The ghost had long black hair and frightening eyes, with a pure white pupil. After a few moments, the face quickly moved away from the window without any warning and vanished. And the TikToker kept recording, completely unaware of the fact that she had just captured a ghost in her video. Slender surprise.
That's crazy. You didn't know it was a ghost and you was looking at your thing.
While recording this video, the guy was completely unaware that something was stalking him. As he was facing the camera, the footage became blurry, and a tall black figure emerged from behind the tree.
That tall man.
That nigga real. He kidnapped Chewie and shit.
This man kidnapped him.
This he ain't got no face.
Eventually, they walked into the video frame. Haunted Dance Studio. This was supposed to be just another normal dance tutorial. The girl named Kelly claimed that she had not come down to the studio for a long time because of an incident. Today, she was going to finish recording her video.
I haven't been down here really long time.
While she was saying this, she noticed something terrifying in the mirror. A shadowy human-like figure seemed to be walking behind her. Only the upper half of its body could be seen. After noticing it in the mirror, Kelly immediately looked behind her. She got so scared that she ran outside, leaving her phone behind. Nightclub ghost. These women were having a lot of fun in the club, but when they were recording themselves, something frightening was caught on camera. At first, a creepy hand was resting on one of the woman's shoulders. It was dark, demonic, and had long black nails. She was completely unaware of it. Then her friend saw someone behind her. A frightening face was peering over her shoulder and looking straight at the camera. She turned behind, but by then, this enigmatic figure had mysteriously disappeared in a blink of an eye. Ghostly visitor.
Yeah, because we
Man was
scared.
performing a solo on his guitar and recording it for a YouTube video. He thought he was completely alone. But then, someone unexpected decided to pay him a visit. A white, ghostly face appeared in the shadowy background, watching him closely with its daunting eyes. Throughout his performance, the guitarist remained completely unaware of the creepy face right behind him. Long seemed to be normal here. Just a music band performing their song. But this video shows that there was something much darker lurking behind them. A creepy, ghostly face was peeking from behind the TV. The entity appeared to have long black hair, and its face was completely white. And for some reason, it was smiling creepily at the musicians. The drummer at the back did not even notice the ghostly entity or its chase. Hiking with a group through the mountains. After some time, they got lost and were left behind. They started running to catch up to their group, but their camera captured something frightening. There, on the trail behind them, was a dark figure, and it seemed to be following them. But after some time, the mysterious figure completely disappeared without a trace. Who do you think this could be? A creepy person? Or something far worse? Comment below. Celebration nightmare. They were happily celebrating their mother's birthday, but instead of capturing their joy, the camera captured something else too. As the video shifted towards the mother, it revealed a dark face right behind her. It appeared to have dark gray skin and black hair, and the entity was peeking over her shoulder and staring right at the camera. Neither the mother nor the daughter seemed to see it, but if you looked at the cat carefully, you'll notice that it was staring directly at it. Carnival ghost. When you're on a carnival ride, you're already high on adrenaline and fear. Things became even more frightening for these girls. As they were recording their exciting journey, there were 4 people in the frame. But after some time, the 4th person simply vanished. This means that there were only 3 people on the ride. And the 4th face we see here probably belonged to a ghost. Church demon. Churches are secret places, but sometimes demonic entities can walk right into it too. While recording a church ceremony, the camera caught a devious entity standing among the worshippers. Its entire body was covered with skin that was too pale, and its eyes were too frightening to look at. They were empty eye sockets that looked like deep, soulless pits. The entity was staring right at the camera. And what's really strange is that no one else seemed to notice it there. Did the camera accidentally capture a real demon? Trampoline nightmare. Playing in your backyard is all fun and games until a hidden entity decides to watch you jump. As he was jumping, there was a creepy entity standing behind him. He was wearing a black suit and standing too still. But that's not even the creepiest part, because its face was the stuff of nightmares. It was completely pale, with no eyes, no nose, not even a mouth. And something as bizarre and creepy as this entity could not even possibly have a soul. Creepy spectator. These men were unaware of the mysterious presence next to them. Their friend was recording them as they were passing their ball back and forth. And that's when the camera captured another face. It was peeking from the window of the building behind them. However, the face did not look like it belonged to an ordinary person, because it was too ashy with dark, creepy eyes.
Oh, that's so creepy.
After they spotted it, the face slowly moved away from the window and disappeared. The men immediately ran into the building, but no one was there. Paranormal chair.
There was nobody there. He
This
said,
man was lounging
for
on
no
his
reason.
sofa when something strange started to happen. The baby chair started to move on its own.
I guess, my boy. I guess.
It almost looked as if an invisible force was dragging it on the floor. The The man couldn't believe what he was seeing and thought this was a paranormal activity, so he immediately started to record it. But while he was recording the chair, he realized that this was in fact not a paranormal activity. Haunted office. A woman had to work overtime in her office, but her workday quickly took a turn for the worse. And this CCTV captured it all. First, a stack of files fell from the desk, as if a ghost had thrown them intentionally. And it did not end here. One after another, the chairs started to move as well. The woman could only stare in shock and disbelief. But soon, her disbelief transformed into gut-wrenching terror when she fell on the floor, and a ghost dragged her away. What would you do if your office turned out to be haunted too?
I would put that in the mirror.
Something really strange happened in this elevator in Japan. Two men walked into the elevator, and there was no one inside when they went in. Both men were leaning against the wall as they waited to reach their floor. And when they finally walked out, that's when we see that the elevator wasn't as empty as it seemed. There was a mysterious old man standing where one of them was just standing. He had magically materialized behind the guy. Even the men did not notice its presence as they walked out. Winchester Ghost. A man named Michael Youngberg visited a site near Winchester with his friend Jake. He was recording Jake as he was performing a stunt for the camera. When the camera captured something unexpected, a mysterious pale figure was walking behind Jake. It quickly walked across the field and disappeared. But at that time,
crazy.
both Michael and Jake had not seen anyone else on that field. So could this be an actual ghost sighting?
10 out of 10 friends say you have to go to that weed place, and that pizza shop, and that noodle spot, which you have time for 0 out of 10 minutes. Fortunately, DoorDash knows all your neighborhood hotspots, so you can always get the best of what's around. We wish you the best of luck with that. Shake up your dinner routine. Order with DoorDash.
Sunday.
Marriage is so hard.
Haunted operating room. Something strange just happened in this hospital in Mexico. This person was reporting the nurse when he saw a person walking on the other side of the door. You might be wondering what's so creepy about this. No, the truth is that there was only one entryway into that operating room, so there was no way a person could be in there. This is exactly why the cameraman ran through the door. But shockingly, there was no one inside that room. And things turned even more haunting when an invisible force started dragging a table around. This scared the nurse so much, she ran. Nightmare demon. This man kept experiencing sleep paralysis for many days, and he thought there was a dark reason behind this. So he set up a thermal camera at night, which proved his suspicions. As the camera recorded him while sleeping, it captured a frightening heat signature. It showed a creepy figure crawling on all fours, right on top of the man's body. It kept sitting on his chest for a long moment, and appeared to be strangling him. After seeing this video, the man was convinced that this mysterious demonic entity was responsible for his sleep paralysis. Doorbell apparition. As this man was walking towards his home's front door, see it directly, he did feel a strange presence beside him. So he immediately looked at his side in confusion, as if someone had touched him. But of course, he couldn't see anyone there. Now it's time for the most frightening encounter of the day. This girl encountered a real paranormal activity in her home. She noticed that the door behind her was moving on its own.
Hello?
Then the door completely opened. All of a sudden, a figure mysteriously appeared in the doorway. It looked like a person in a black shirt and head hanging low. But something was really off about it, because by the time the girl screamed in fear and steadied her camera, the mysterious entity was gone. She even ran inside the room. There was no one there. Scary, shadowy figure. These siblings, Josh and Crystal, were doing a paranormal investigation at a hotel in San Diego. The hotel was famous for its paranormal incidents and mysterious sightings, so they decided to see it for themselves. And then they felt a presence in the doorway.
Okay. I can see you. Come to me.
They were trying to talk to the mysterious presence, when suddenly they saw a shadow on the door. The shadow looked like it belonged to a little boy.
No, I don't like to go back.
He walked past Crystal and went out of the room. There was no one else there beside them, which means they finally captured evidence that the hotel was really haunted. Demon in window. In this video, a man was vacuuming the room, but he saw something terrifying in the mirrored window. It had round, bulging eyes that were eerily bright, and its creepy mouth was stretched in a frightening smile. The worst part is that it was staring right at him. The man started to panic and called out to his friends, and they all were shocked to see it too. Come in here. But the demon's face stayed there, just that terrifying steady gaze and bone-chilling smile. Snapchat filters. Snapchat filters are really fun to mess around with, right? Well, this woman from France was also having fun with this dog filter until it started capturing someone else in the frame. Someone who wasn't even there. The dog filter seemed to have detected an invisible face in the room, right beside the woman's face. The filter just hovered in the air, even though there was no real face. And what's worse is that it also stuck its tongue out, as if a real person was using the filter. That's when fear took over the woman, and she immediately moved away from it. Creepy garden creature.
Get up here, Carly!
This was supposed to be an innocent video of two kids playing in the garden. But as the father was recording them, he noticed something scary. His daughter was playing far in the distance, and there seemed to be another creature beside her. It was almost hidden behind the bushes, but the father could still see half of it. Its gray arm was so long that it looked like a tentacle, and it appeared to be wearing a white dress. After seeing it, the father frantically called out to the girl, who came running towards him, and the creature disappeared behind the bushes. Paranormal Twitch stream. The Twitch streamer Rubsy was streaming from his friend's apartment when his live stream turned into the most frightening paranormal footage. Strange things started happening in the apartment. The door behind him slammed shut on its own, scaring him witless. started to turn on and off on their own, and a box flew off the counter. After some time, everything got back to normal. But to say the least, the screamer was too stunned after these strange events, and he wouldn't be forgetting them anytime soon. Spirit in home. After experiencing paranormal encounters for months, this woman finally decided to confront the spirit in her home. She tried telling the spirit that it was no longer welcome in her home.
Go ahead. Do some tissue here.
The ghost didn't seem to like that at all. One by one, it started throwing things in the kitchen, as if it was protesting against what the woman just said, and claiming this house as the spirit's house.
Oh my God.
This scared the woman so much that she immediately ran out. Unseen horror. The two girls were sitting at a small plastic table while a mother was recording them. When one of them started pointing behind the other girl, she looked really unsettled by whatever she was seeing, and the mother didn't know what she was pointing at. She kept trying to calm her down, but the girl ran towards her mother in fear. And then the other girl looked behind her and screamed with gut-wrenching terror. She immediately ran away from the invisible horror and started crying uncontrollably. As the mother kept recording in confusion, what do you think the girl saw? Haunted live stream. The screamer Sir Gary Tube was screaming late at night when he experienced something terrifying. The door behind him slowly closed on its own. The screamer noticed the movement only after the door had closed, and he was so shocked that he started asking the chat if they had seen it too, but he did not get any answers. Although he was terrified, he walked right through the door to see if someone was messing with him. However, the door shut on its own again, leaving him confused and terrified. Haunted house. The video started out normally, with 5 friends walking down the street. Suddenly, they noticed a woman banging her window frantically.
Oh my God.
They thought the woman needed help, so they immediately rushed into the house to help her. But as they were looking around for the woman, this happened.
Oh my God, who slammed the door? Was that you?
The door slammed shut on its own, and that's when they realized that this house wasn't normal. It did not end here, because as the guy was shining his flashlight around, someone was watching them.
God, why is this house so creepy? What the heck's going on?
It was the same woman they had seen at the window, but when he turned the light towards her again, she was gone. Creepy reflection. This video was taken from the TikTok account Rachel H70. This woman who posted this video was completely alone in her home as she was chilling in her bed. But then, she noticed a terrifying reflection on the TV screen. It reflected a dark, shadowy figure standing right above her. It was almost as tall and wide as a person. And after lingering for a few moments, it moved quickly and disappeared. The woman could not explain what the figure really was. And this mystery still haunts her today. Light test mystery.
Choices you make, you make the good life do this every day, and each year thousands of them are injured and many are killed. So when you drive through work zones, don't tailgate, pay attention, and slow down. Because everyone deserves to stay safe and
This boy wanted to test out his new bike while recording it. He started riding his bike and disappeared into the distance. But something else walked right into the video's frame. A tall figure in a black suit was walking in the distance. And it was not an ordinary person because its physique was too tall and slender to be normal. It was walking in a very strange way. Like it didn't really know how to walk like a human. Possessed doll.
I'm going to
This innocent girl was just playing with her doll and recording herself for fun. She had placed her doll in a little chair and was showing her things to the camera. But little did she know, her doll wasn't really normal. Its hand moved on its own and knocked the glass down. The girl looked back in shock, but ignored it. But then, the doll did something else. It lifted its hand slowly. That's when she saw her doll moving in the camera and realized that it was possessed. So she immediately ran to her mom, leaving the doll behind. Mysterious, pale humanoid. Here's why visiting a garden at night is never a good idea. These friends decided to go to this garden and play on the swing. As they were recording their fun night, a creepy figure crouched right behind them. It looked like a small humanoid with a pale body, and its shoulders were hunched forward. After looking at the friends for some time, the humanoid stood up and slowly crept away from them to hide behind the trees, and the friends remained unaware of the creepy creature. Trash can head.
They're going to your house because you had another stroke.
His followers were shocked when this YouTuber uploaded this video on his channel named The Angry Grandpa Show. They were quick to notice that there was a mysterious figure in this supposedly normal video. A head was poking out from the trash can behind Angry Grandpa. It looked ashy with short black hair, and it also seemed to have dark eyes, but it was too small to belong to a real person.
They're going to your house because you had another stroke.
Its neck was also too thin, almost appearing alien-like. Angry Grandpa was completely unaware of the fact that something was watching him from the background. And when he turned around, the head was gone, and the trash can's lid was shut. Tunnel follower.
she's the good. So big, it was just one down there.
The woman was walking through an underground tunnel and recording her journey. But she quickly got frightened when she felt like someone was following her. At first, she could only hear footsteps in the distance, and she kept looking behind her, but couldn't see anyone. After walking some more, she finally saw it. There was a dark figure behind her. That's when she realized that she wasn't being paranoid. Someone was really following her down the lonely tunnel. She got so scared that she started to walk faster to get away from that mysterious person. And at last, she found an elevator and escaped him. Invisible ghostly force. This couple was having fun while dancing in the kitchen. But as they were recording their dance steps, something strange happened. Looking behind them carefully, the roll of paper towels slowly slid across the shelf, as if an invisible ghost was pushing it. The man immediately lifted the roll to look under it, thinking that a mouse or insect was causing it to move like that. But he couldn't find anything there, which made him so scared that he ended the video. Village Ghost. A man named John was live streaming with 3 other people. ghostly figure slowly glided through the darkness. The figure was shaped like a person, but it looked like it was made up of black smoke. The figure mysteriously vanished into the darkness after walking behind him, and John was convinced that he had just seen a ghost on live screen. CCTV apparition. You won't believe what this security camera captured at night. Everything looked normal at first, but then things turned really strange. A smoky, human-shaped figure mysteriously appeared behind the car, but only the upper part of its body was visible. And as it was walking away from the car, it vanished completely. Paranormal activity. You won't be able to sleep after watching this video. Her mother was asleep with her 2 kids, and everything seemed normal. But then, scary things started to happen. The wardrobe behind them suddenly opened on its own. However, the doors did not open because of a weight, because it seemed like a mysterious entity had twisted the doorknobs to open them. What's even stranger is that if you look closely, you'll notice the boy's eyes were open the whole time, as if he was in a trance. And after the mother woke up, he broke out of his trance. Terrifying paranormal school. A man named Ragalzu worked as a security guard in a school where creepy things used to happen frequently. The school's building was very old and had a bad reputation for paranormal sightings. And one day, Ragalzu experienced a terrifying moment too. While working a late-night shift, Ragalzu saw a door banging in the distance, so he decided to go to another room to stay safe. When this happened, the lockers opened on their own, making him frightened more than ever. Mysterious, shadowy figure. In this footage, people were having a religious ceremony in their home, and as the cameraman was recording it, he captured a dark figure in the hallway. The figure ran with lightning speed as it zoomed across the hallway. After uploading this video, the cameraman claimed that everyone was gathered in this room, and they had no idea who or what that shadowy figure was. Nighttime horror. When this woman was sleeping, she encountered a real-life nightmare. At first, the door to her bedroom swung open on its own. She did not notice it opening because she was fast asleep. But then, a mysterious force pulled the blanket down her body. And that's when he got scared. She looked around the room frantically, but the video ended abruptly, so we don't know what happened to her after that. Mysterious TikTok entity. This girl was recording herself dancing to create a TikTok video, but things didn't go as planned for her. During her dance routine, the door to her cupboard slid open on its own, and a mysterious black shadowy figure flew out it. The figure was small, almost the size of a bird, but its shape was hard to recognize. And as fast as the entity flew, it disappeared around the corner with the same speed. Watch this mysterious figure again. Can you identify what this creepy thing was? Ghost detection. Face detection filters can be quite accurate when it comes to detecting gender, age, and expressions of a person. And this is exactly what makes this footage so frightening. This man was using the same filter while recording himself. However, things took a turn for the worse. The door swung open, and the filter detected another face. A face that was invisible. And the characteristics of that face will send chills down your spine. According to the filter, there was a centuries-old woman standing in the doorway. And she wasn't happy. Ghost from nightmares. This is what real-life nightmares look like. The man was sleeping peacefully when mysterious things started happening in his room. Things started to fall down on their own, and a mysterious force pulled his blanket off his body. The curtains slid open and a creepy ghost with a distorted figure appeared outside the window. The ghost's eyes were glowing in the dark as he was looking directly at the sleeping man. After some time, the man woke up feeling confused and looked around the room, but the ghost had disappeared. So he just went back to sleep. However, the ghost appeared again on the other side and continued to stare at him.
Sorry, it's a little expensive. Sometimes one person's big goal can make you reach a nice, seemingly small house. So, if you're ready to save energy and save money, detail
Okay, bro.
When you work on cars as much as I do, you remember what matters most. For me, that's trust. What sets Advance apart is the people. They don't just hand me parts. They help me get back on the road. They've always got the right parts, at the right price, right when I need it. Whether you just need your battery tested, or you've got years of experience. Advance Auto Parts is right around the corner and ready to help. This is how we advance.
Government investigations sparked by a new theory about Bigfoot. Are the photos fake? The Air Force found things that they didn't want us to know. Our Monsters and Mysteries exclusive. Broadcast for the first time. Let down the track underwater by America's own Loch Ness Monster.
Moving around, I was involved. This thing was powerful. I was scared to death.
In Louisiana swamps. Attacked by a mammoth monster.
When his things started emerging from the grass, my heart just stopped beating. And I was frozen.
In Pennsylvania, Presque Isle State Park is a 700-mile spur jutting into the area. In the 1960s, an encounter at this remote recreation center remains one of the most intriguing in the annals of American monsters.
After all these years of investigating hundreds of Bigfoot sightings, why by now don't we have more physical evidence going back to Marvel?
For more than a century across North America, people have insisted they've seen a giant alien biped known as Bigfoot. Many believe this creature is a cryptid, a biological mammal that's evaded positive identification. There's rarely ever any proof.
We know no matter how rare an animal is, he has skeletal remains. Not for Bigfoot. This just hasn't happened.
In the early 1970s, a cluster of unusual sightings painted a much different picture. A new idea about the origins of Bigfoot emerged.
People were reporting UFO sightings and Bigfoot creatures at the same time and place.
Strange beams of light in the sky, hulking hairy beasts on the ground.
Some of those cases begin to suggest that there may be more to the Bigfoot phenomenon than a flesh and blood explanation.
The new evidence might shed light on Bigfoot's frequent disappearing.
We captured it with very special weapons, and in no case did anybody bring one down and it disappears with a flash of light.
Events in Presque Isle, Pennsylvania would entirely change the notion of Bigfoot.
I was just a kid when all the UFO Bigfoot sightings from Presque Isle were in the news. Everybody in town was talking about it. It was on the television, radio, news, in the newspaper. It was everywhere.
During the 1960s, the space race was captivating the attention of the American public. In the summer of 1966, the astronauts at Gemini 10 splashed down successfully off of Cape Canaveral. Around the same time, on the shores of Lake Erie, four predators were about to encounter an entirely different breed of space travel. Go out there and have a picnic at Prescott.
Oh, this watching YouTube chilling.
As the sun set, they decided it was time to head home. Dog tried to start the car and go off the sand. When he went to take off, the wheels just spun and the car just dropped right straight down onto the sand. We're stuck. So, having no way out, I hitched the ride into the vehicle to find out who
People coming down the Prescott for picnic that day had no idea that their lives were about to change as they entered into an area of some very strange phenomena.
He jerked off to get help. Betty, Nina, and Doug were left to wait. As darkness fell, the night sky seemed remarkably clear.
While we were sitting waiting for the filter to come, they missed the falling star from the lake. Things getting brighter and brighter. They noticed that it was an octagonal shape that was more than purple and blue with a hollow center. And then they saw it as it came closer, it was more of a mushroom shape. It landed behind the tree line without a thud, but there was some sort of vibration. In the moments it took to look and fathom what they saw, a park officer arrived.
Because evidently they had seen something or heard something. Doug, we told them what we had seen. Doug and the officer went down the beach area towards what they thought was a flying saucer.
Now, the young men were by themselves, wondering what was happening down at the beach.
questioned overnight at the ranger station and sent home early the next morning.
They were lasted on the beach. They dropped the car out and researching it. That's what we took off from.
While the group headed home to sleep, the investigation of the beach was just beginning.
Lucy on the beach the next morning was beyond. We had the airport officially investigating the case, the police department, the National Investigation Committee on the Aerial Phenomena. They photographed the area to document any type of physical evidence. They used 88 meters to try to check if there was any unusual radiation levels. They did a very, very detailed study.
Locals quickly got wind of something strange happening at the shore.
My mother was talking about it the morning after the incident. One of the neighbors had told her. We took a drive out there to just see if we could see. The strangest thing I saw was one single solid footprint, similar to a bare uniform. I've never seen a footprint like that before.
However, it could be a solid creature seen at close range. There's physical footprints in the area. And they just suddenly stop and disappear. Where there should have been more footprints. This doesn't make any sense.
The hairy ape called Bigfoot is rumored to lurk in forests across America. Thousands of sightings, zero hard evidence. Some say the creature is humanoid. Others believe it's a wild ape. Now, an entirely different theory has emerged.
There's more to the Bigfoot phenomenon than we understand. There seems to be a non-physical aspect of some of these phenomena we're dealing with.
Could Bigfoot's origins be extraterrestrial in nature? Clues in the historical record may point to the possibility. Native American stories record the arrival of the crazy bears, huge hairy animals who supposedly descended to Earth inside a small room, which deposited them and then rose back into the sky. By the late 1960s, the outer space origins of Bigfoot was starting to receive serious discussion, spurred in part by an incident in 1966 at Presque Isle, Pennsylvania. That incident became part of the federal investigation, Project Blue Book, kept under wraps for many years.
Project Blue Book, the official UFO investigation, was taken into a serious look during that time of the UFO phenomenon. And they did some very, very detailed investigations on these cases.
For the Air Force to be involved with the World War, it's obvious they took the whole case very seriously.
Declassified for 40 years ago, the Air Force's UFO investigation, Project Blue Book, now provides insight into the mysterious monster.
Project Blue Book looked into 12,618 UFO incidents, of which 701 remain unexplained, and the Presque Isle case is one of those in the unexplained category. They go out and interview witnesses, gather information, then pour all that information on site to Wright Patterson Air Force Base, which is where Project Blue Book is headquartered. They roll out satellites, balloons, lights on aircraft, meteors. They eliminate all the normal possibilities. And then when you get down to it, the data indicates there was something there that they didn't have a good explanation for. What the unknown category is still remains open for a lot of speculation.
After the initial military response, shrouded with so much secrecy, General been just a coincidence. A few years after the encounter on Presque Isle, a large hairy beast with alleged UFO origins made another mysterious appearance in the Keystone State. 200 miles south of Presque Isle, the tiny community of Ohiopyle, Pennsylvania, sits in the mountains, surrounded by wilderness. Some believe there are certain geographical areas that provide a gateway for these entities to enter and depart from our physical world.
Like other paranormal hotspots around the world, you just get a feeling that there's something here, something out of the ordinary.
On February 6, 1974, a resident, Mrs. Ham, was enjoying a peaceful evening. Accustomed to living out in nature, she was prepared to fend off wild creatures. She never expected she would come face to face with something extraterrestrial.
Mrs. Ham lives deep in the woods up in Fayette County, Pennsylvania. And it's around 10 o'clock or so that evening. And she's sitting in her cabin home when she begins to hear some commotion on her porch. So Mrs. Ham figures this pack of wild dogs to come back to the area, so she decides to load one chamber of her 16-gauge shotgun to scare the dogs away. There's no dogs here, as she expected, but just a few feet away in front of her, she's startled by this creature with eyes like holes of fire.
Mrs. Ham could not believe her eyes. It was obvious that she was dealing with something that was not from this world. The elusive Bigfoot. In the late 1960s, its sudden appearance in rural Pennsylvania was terrorizing residents. Adding to the mystery, the encounters occurred simultaneously with UFO sightings, leading some to believe that Bigfoot is actually an alien restaurant. Late one July night in 1966, in remote Pennsylvania woods, a woman identified only as Mrs. Ham heard strange noises coming from her front porch and grabbed her shotgun to investigate.
When Mrs. Ham saw the creature, her first thought was, this thing is going to lunge on me. This is white flash of light, and the creature disappears right in front of her.
Hearing the shots, her son-in-law ran outside to help.
Her son-in-law, Tom, lived nearby. He grabbed his .22 revolver and began to run towards the house.
He found himself surrounded by several guns on stairs.
He dropped his flashlight, started firing randomly. He wanted to get evidence and bring one of these things down, but they weren't nowhere to be seen at that point. And at about the same time, he's noticing the strange light hovering over the woods that they described as like a big Christmas arm with different colors flashing over the area. He just ran and turned around and ran. Tom had his wife call the police, so they wanted to get some help up in the scene. And by the time the police got there, the object had disappeared into a short lane before.
Leaving as quickly as they had appeared. The craft and the creatures were gone. Sightings of peaks have raised questions about Bigfoot's true address, planet Earth, or the stars.
We don't have the answers, and we're hoping that someday more of the Bigfoot and UFO community will get together and look at this data more thoroughly and open-mindedly and try to find out what's really going on here.
I don't think they're from the city. They have to be from outer space. Nature are smarter than us. Because we live call.
60 miles downstream from St. Paul, Minnesota, the Mississippi River widens into a lake, some 40 square miles in size. It's long been a summer destination, and the place where the sport of water skiing was invented. Each year, tourist
that they actively go out and look for these creatures. When they actually see it, are terrified by the sight. That it's spooky, it's creepy, that it's not a cute thing to see a sea serpent.
In winter, the cold, dark water of Lake Pepin spreads out like a sheet. On just such a day in 2004, the surface was suddenly bleached. The photographer was on a boat some 50 yards away.
What you're seeing in the photograph is more of a hump-type creature with the long neck, much like you think of a plesiosaur or a Loch Ness monster type. And it seems to show it in the water, nothing else around it. A clear photograph that seems to point to something lurking out there that shouldn't be there.
People ask me all the time, what do I think Captain is or what is out there?
Larry Nielsen is the captain of a vintage paddle wheel boat working on Lake Pepin.
I don't like to consider myself an expert, but I do know this. I've spent the better part of the last 40, 50 years on the lake. I've seen a lot, seen different creatures on the lake. So I think I probably know as much about Lake Pepin as anyone else.
He saw something that he can't explain. Nielsen was in his truck, headed to the docks.
I was driving down Highway 61, running alongside of the Pepin. Waves were 6 inches to 12 inches high. Wind was good. Very nice, clear day out on the lake. Saw what I thought was a big log at first glance. It was about 15 to 20 feet long, and about half of it was out of the water. All of a sudden, it occurred to me that that log was floating upstream against the ground. Well, logs can't float upstream, so it must be something else.
Hearing about it all his life was Larry finally seeing a Lake Pepin monster. For generations, residents living alongside Lake Pepin have been talking about the aquatic creature they call Pepin. Cute name, dangerous reputation.
I heard stories passed down that they've seen huge fish, eyes wide apart, and guys who came out of their scared dead. The earliest newspaper report that we've been able to dig up is from 1867, and it talks about some raftsmen from St. Louis area that were up here when they encountered something big that they could not identify. And they were all pretty shaken up by it. And it made all the newspapers down in the St. Louis area.
Surprise appearances by this creature continue to this day. Just ask local boat captain Larry Nielsen.
I was driving down Highway 61. I looked over and I saw what I thought was a big log at first glance. And she was just breaking the surface. Something very, very large and a very large wave.
Nielsen swung his truck around as soon as he could. He had a camera in the truck.
It wasn't there anymore. And whatever it was, I saw it, it slipped below the waves and disappeared. It's kind of an intriguing thing to see something that large and not know what it is. There's just too many people that have seen things. Goes back in history, goes back to the Native Americans. I'm just very curious and really intrigued in what's living away.
Wildlife experts suggest it may be a giant sturgeon or a non-native species of eel. Others think it's some sort of prehistoric plesiosaur that survived all these years.
One of the theories is that there are these pockets, these deep cave-like structures in the lake that might have these creatures as lair or a hiding spot. It can remain undetected because it was such a large area that we're talking about. 23 miles long, miles wide, 100 feet deep, so there's a lot of area for something to work and for something to hide over the years.
Was this the creature that Shelley Sheldon saw in 1983 when she was water skiing with her brother Adam? Adam recalls his sister's close call when he took the boat out one afternoon on Lake Pepper.
It was a Sunday afternoon when most of the tourists had gone home for the weekend. And so my sister and I decided to go out and enjoy the summer afternoon and go water skiing.
Sheldon was a high school athlete and an avid water skier.
We were just going back and forth, making our circles around the area there and having a good time. And I remember that Shelley had fallen off of her water skis.
When she went down in the water, Adam could tell something was wrong.
She let out a yell. She had fear in her eyes, and I said, "What's wrong? What's the matter?" Shelley said she thought the creature was anywhere from 20 to 30 feet in length. And she said it had big scales on it. And she was adamant that it was a fish. And her fear was real. She was scared. She has not been in the lake since swimming, boating, anything.
Despite dozens of stories like the Shimba notes, video evidence has remained slim. Until now. Broadcast for the first time. New video of a diver's recent encounter with Pappy. As it all unfolded.
When I first got into the water, I had no idea that I actually have within a foot encounter of the nappy. I was scared to death. Something big.
Lake Pappy, say, is this the residence of America's Loch Ness Monster? They call it Pappy, with the friendly nickname Ness, a dark history of terrifying encounters.
We do have a long tradition of people seeing a monster in Lake Pepper. All the way back to the Native Americans, anytime anyone went missing from their tribe, they blamed it on the monster.
Local videographer Heidi Fryer had long wondered about the legends of Pappy. She decided to go searching for it and asked Corey Rial, an experienced scuba diver, to come along with the team.
He had to really think about it because of it being Mississippi. I know he was just kind of scared of the murky water, but he did agree.
Now, broadcast for the first time, video of a dramatic first-hand encounter, a diver's brush with a beast. Within the moment, the expedition was underway. Clear skies, calm waters, not a proof thing out of the ordinary.
We had just got into the boat. We were maneuvering from the launch, getting into the main channel, and we got into about 65, 70 feet of water. And we're talking like within 5 minutes from the time we left the landing. And me and my friend Mike witnessed on the screen something that we've never seen before ever. I've never seen anything that's in that price.
The guys were seeing something that was 6 feet wide, up to 35 feet long, they said, and it appeared to be moving on its own.
I fished on the lake, and this was in a size of a bait cluster, but it had a monster look to it.
After like 10, 15 years, we scrapped it.
And at that point, we wanted to send Corey down to dive and try to get a look at whatever we had seen on the ground.
Yeah, I was scared of that. About to know through my head whether I'm going to get attacked, eaten, the worst thoughts a person could think of going into the dark water with a monster.
Despite his fear, Corey decided he would go investigate. It could be a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a real monster and to prove that Nappy existed.
It took me probably 3, 4, 5 minutes before I actually went down into some depth. I was trying to see. I couldn't see. And things got quiet. I had in my whole body and kind of a ringing to my ears. And it was like right at that time I caught black image like right next to me. And as fast as I seen it, it made a quick move. And I was on it.
Corey, you're cooking something big.
I was in the middle of a huge vortex of water from a swish or something of that thing leaving.
Luckily, Corey caught sight of the vehicle, and Bob was way up. Video cameras on the boat caught his first reactions.
Corey was just literally begging the guys to pull him up out of the water. We went out there with open minds and a sense of adventure, and we actually had some unexplained things happen to us.
As far as going back into the water of the Mississippi to do any more exploration, it's nothing that I would ever want to do again. I was absolutely helpless in that water. I had that creature attack me every time.
South of Lake Erie, the southern Louisiana swamps are also filled with aquatic beasts.
Yeah, my nose just messing with, so I'm just trying to get this stuffy nose of that.
Savings, taxes, and more.
So you can find your way into a credit card account.
trying to run. What? See, my nose is trying to get stuck. Like, so, just like during, you know. Who is it? You're not here. No. said, I got this. Trying to get stuff and shit, T. I gotta make sure my nose don't get stuff up and stuff like that. But you ready doing something else, though? Pretty soon. I gotta see what kind of soup my daddy got. What happened? Huh? I can't hear you. Oh yeah, that's how I be back there.
With certified alien infiltration, something extraordinary happens. You get cleaner, safer, better tasting water. Don't just live with your water. Love it.
In today's program, pay attention to the evidence. This video is so sinister and bizarre that it will keep you awake at night. But first, I'm putting on your like, your comment, and if possible, share this video with your friends on your social network. Ready? Then come with me and pay attention to the evidence. We open with a video shared by a man named Cody. He says that this week his house was tormented by a paranormal phenomenon. Because of this, he has been losing several things. One night he woke up to the sound of water. So he went to check.
What the hell is that? That's a creature. It's a face.
When he looked in the basement, he discovered several items that were damaged, as if they had been underwater for days. The most sinister thing was what appeared on the wall. Foley said that if you looked closely, almost every wall of the basement had this face, a sinister and scary face. A face that has appeared in other cases where paranormal phenomena have occurred. Now, what is happening here? Could it just be an optical illusion, or could it be a supernatural manifestation due to the events that have been happening in G's house? This is a very strange and frightening piece of evidence.
That's a crazy case.
This case was shared by a woman from Argentina. She had a little dog named Rita, who was already 13 years old. Unfortunately, this little dog passed away. Recently, she acquired a new little dog that came into the family. One day, this dog was playing with a ball, and it was at that moment that something very strange happened. Pay attention.
one point, you could see what seemed to be an invisible force pulling that bottle. The family was astonished, but they think that perhaps it was the spirit of the little dog who had passed away that manifested itself at that moment, taking that bottle. There are many cases of people who claim to see ghosts and spirits of their animals that have passed away. And what do you think about this case? Could it really be the little dog that manifested itself that day? Comment below with your opinion. Oh, the following recording was shared by a woman named Fraser. Tracy experienced a strange event that to this day she cannot explain. That day she was alone in her house, when suddenly she noticed something strange in the window. She picked up her phone and started recording. Pay attention. The silhouette of the figure can be seen through the window, but when she gets up and goes to look behind the curtain, there is nothing. However, when she closes the curtain again, that shadow appears again. A curious fact, Tracy says, is that her father had recently passed away a few hours before this footage. She was
What up
looking
with
at
you,
some
my
photos
boy?
of her
Hi.
father. Another detail that caught a lot of attention, Tracy recorded this video and sent it to a friend, and his friend witnessed a very sinister and scary detail that left Tracy's stomach. When she opens the curtain, we can see the reflection of her hand. In her hand, there appears to be another hand on top of her, a larger hand. But the young woman was alone at home. So, who or what was that? It is quite frightening evidence that to this day remains a mystery. This case was shared by this profile on TikTok. It says that a person was walking near a square at 3 a.m. when they saw something sitting. Something that was swinging on that swing in a very strange way. What is even more impressive is that this figure was swaying as if it were being pushed by a supernatural force, turning completely around. Many say that this would be real evidence. What do you think about this? Comment below with your opinion. This video was shared on the internet by Robson Wiles from the United States, where he shows something very strange walking. Pay attention to the evidence. In this video, you can see a guard who is doing his rounds of work. Everything is normal, until he goes to check the camera and notices something that is right behind him. Take a good look, a shadow that was following the guard. And when he gets close to the exit, that shadow returns as if he could not leave that place. A strange shape, as if it were wearing a long cape. It then runs at high speed and disappears. Now, what happened here? Who or what was it that was following the guard? It is a rather strange and sinister piece of evidence.
Marriage is so hard. I'm so bored. It's pretty hard. Sunday, free trial, uncut promos, and movies. Enjoy pro features, act now.
What's your favorite mobile game that you're playing right now? What is that?
Let's give it a shot. So we need to cut out this ice cube and get it across the bridge so that we can walk this all of those hard resources. Sounds pretty easy. No, it's too thick. Wait, I know the strategy. Let's cut it in half and take one piece of ice over at a time. Nice. Wait, no, that red guy's taking our other piece. Okay, there's no way I'm letting him get away with that. Here's what we do. Let's go ahead and just deposit all of these resources and boom, here's expansion. Now we're gonna get some revenge. New strategy. Let's explode all of these dudes, destroy their base completely, take all of their resources that they've ever collected, and guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna deposit them into our furnace and yes, massive expansion. Okay, you guys have got to play this game. Why not? It is so much fun. Have your dreams to play for free now.
Yeah.
This case was posted by this profile. A person was resting at home when he looked out the window and saw something very strange on top of a tree that had been cut down. He quickly grabbed his phone and started recording, paying attention to the evidence.
What the hell is it? Alright, what the fuck is it? How did it get on the tree though?
This person could not believe what he was seeing because he had never seen anything like it before. Now, could it just be an animal or some underground creature?
Unknown creature.
Some people said that it might just be an optical illusion. Others believed it was a creature, even the famous creature known as Skinwalker. Whatever it is very strange evidence. It could just be an optical illusion. What was it that appeared on top of that tree?
That's a good ass goose, man. I don't think that's a goose. It is a real picture, really fun. That thing's pretty high up.
Well, I think everyone knows Chris Brown, especially Naldo, right? An American singer who was a phenomenon in his time, but few people know that Chris is passionate about basketball. He says that if he were not a singer, he would definitely be a basketball player. In one recording, he was playing basketball, warming up for a celebrity game when something out of the ordinary was caught on camera. Pay attention. saw in the video, Chris appears trying to land the ball. However, look at his hand. It seems to stretch out, covering the entire ball as if it were elastic. His hand stretches out in a totally strange way, something that would be abnormal for a person. And look, when he turns around, it seems like he is trying to hide his hands. Many who watched this recording say that this would be proof of the existence of the reptilian theory and that Chris Brown would be one of them.
Yeah.
Now, is that really the case? What could have happened here? Could it have been a flaw in reality? What made his hand stretch out like that? Was it just the angle of the camera, as many say? Well, it is a very strange and unusual recording, but I want to know your opinion on this case below in the comments. As always, you have the last word here on the Olive F channel. And don't forget to leave your like. Your like is very important for the channel. A surveillance camera filmed something very strange happening on the street at night. Pay attention to the evidence. In the recording, we can see a white silhouette standing there on the sidewalk. Soon after, it starts walking slowly until it disappears completely. Now, what could that be? Could it be a ghost? A spirit? The following evidence doesn't have much information, but it is said that it was reported by a man in Nepal who went to investigate an abandoned house in the middle of the forest. They say that after an earthquake that hit Nepal in 2015, many people went missing and others abandoned their homes. And it was in one of these houses that this man decided to do a supernatural investigation and ended up filming something very sinister. Pay attention to the evidence.
Got something very simple. Let's play Mortal Kombat 2, Michael. Right, you wanna play Mortal Kombat 2? Well, you ain't ready for that. What the hell out of you on that Mortal Kombat 2? I don't play anyway. People just block all day on there anyway. They get boring to me. People don't really play on there. Watch them at the moment.
While the man investigates that house, he can hear strange noises coming from inside. And when he is about to enter the house, something quickly crosses from one side to the other. A figure that passes quickly, that moves in a frightening way. When the man notices that, he is completely shocked and quickly leaves the place. Now, what was that? It is a very strange recording. This footage was captured by surveillance cameras installed in a restaurant kitchen that recorded something very strange and out of the ordinary. Pay attention. You can see how that man in the white shirt makes a very strange movement, as if someone had pulled him. someone who does not appear on the cameras. Many believe that he simply slipped. But if you look closely, in a fraction of a second, we can see that his foot begins to float before going backwards, something that would not be just a slip. He even looks back to see who had pulled him. So, what do you think? Did he simply slip, a mistake in his brush, or something paranormal? What do you think?
No, he just said you could tell he got looked up.
This case was published by a woman on her Facebook profile. It happened behind her house. It was around 7 p.m. Her husband was entering the house when he felt a very strange force that passed right behind him. Later, they went to review the surveillance camera installed at the door and saw something very strange in this footage. Pay attention. In the video, we can clearly see a shadowy figure passing behind a man. He felt it pass, looked back, but saw nothing. But we could see a shadow that had a humanoid silhouette as if it were a person. Now, what was that? Could it be a real ghost that was recorded that night? As always, you have the last word here on this channel. So comment below.
You said, what was that? It was some type of ghost. Just passed in out we're gonna step right here though. Glad you enjoyed this live. Last YouTube login. Well, it was not live. We enjoyed this YouTube login bid for a minute. Love y'all, wrong. Y'all have a good night.